shit. You don't like me and we both know that. Can we just pretend we're grown-ups for a minute? You said you're sorry, but talk is cheap. You got away with it too easily. Can we just pretend we're grown-ups for a minute? You've been a mean girl since 95. That's your way of getting by. Well, you should get a taste of your own medicine. And I eat your heart out. Your ex-man is with me now.
Hey guys, it's been a minute. I've gotten a couple comments asking about my makeup routine. I figured I'm just gonna show you guys, but while I do my makeup, I want to do a little Q&A to kind of get to know me, answer some of your guys' questions, because I have been getting a lot of questions recently and I feel like I just kind of wanted to sit down and just like talk with you guys. I put up a little questionnaire on my Instagram stories, so I'm just gonna answer whatever questions I have on there. Starting off some sunscreen. So first of all, first question is, how old am I? I am 22. I'm gonna be 23 in June. Ooh, I like this one. It's asking if I've ever been to college and if I studied anything, and if I could study again, what would I study? I actually really like that question. So yes, I did go to college. I haven't talked about this in a long time, but I did the Starbucks and ASU program, where if you work at Starbucks, they have a partnership with ASU, Arizona State University, where you work 20 hours a week, you get free online school. So that's what I did. I worked at Starbucks for literally 4 years, which if you've ever worked at Starbucks, that is a long time. I worked at Starbucks for 4 years, and then I just did ASU online because I went to college during COVID. So I tried going to a university in Washington, that's where I'm from, for my first year, but it was during COVID. So I literally was paying full tuition for online school, and it just didn't really make sense because I didn't know the situation with COVID. I didn't know if I was ever gonna be able to go in person, even though I loved school. I was just such a school person. I was so involved in my high school. I was a valedictorian, I was a tennis captain, I played volleyball, like I was so involved. And so it honestly was really hard for me going to college and not really getting the college experience, but it did work out. I ended up moving to Arizona to pretend like I'm an in-person student, if that makes any sense. I just worked at Starbucks, kind of just met students with me, and I kind of just pretended like I was, you know, a college student. Honestly, it worked out. Like I met my best friend through that, and like obviously I'm still in Arizona, so it kind of worked out. But yeah, so I did go to college. I studied business communication. That's what my degree's in. Obviously, you guys know I'm a Pilates instructor, so clearly I haven't done anything with that degree. If I could go back though, honestly, I think I would study nutrition. I regret not doing that because that's just what I'm so passionate in, and I would love to help people with their nutrition and stuff like that and be more qualified. So yeah, I would definitely study nutrition if I went back. Okay, next question is, how did you meet your boyfriend? And combining it, this question, do you and Evan live together? So my boyfriend's Evan. We've been together for 2.5 years almost. I feel like I haven't actually talked about our story of meeting on here, so it's kind of fun. First of all, yes, we do live together. We met about 2.5 years ago, and I used to model, don't anymore, and so did he. Actually, I went through my party girl phase, as we all do, and so I went to a party in Scottsdale. Like some party, it sounds so ridiculous, it was like a party in a mansion, and like I was all dressed up, and it was like some fashion show dress showing or something like that, and I just kind of said yes to everything at that point. How old was I? I was 20, and so I went to this fashion show party, didn't know anyone there, and one of the first people I met was Evan, and we kind of just hit it off. Like we just started off by like exploring the mansion together. We played pool, we had a couple drinks, I don't know, it honestly, it feels like a fairy tale. It feels like a movie. Like we were both the tallest people in the room because I was wearing 4-inch heels and I'm 5'11", so I was towering over everybody, and he's 6'4", and so we were just the tallest people. Kind of just like made eye contact immediately, and honestly, it feels like a movie. It was pretty cool. And we just spent the entire night just talking, and we literally talked for hours and hours and hours. And I was about to leave, and he didn't ask for my phone number. He asked for my Snapchat. I think he was just nervous. He didn't want to make it too like serious or anything, but I was like, nope, but you can have my number instead. We went to another party like 2 days later and just again talked for hours. He asked me to be his girlfriend 2 weeks later. Definitely the fastest I've ever moved. I just had a gut feeling and I just knew it was right. Gosh, I'm like too caffeinated right now. I'm drinking a cold brew. Cold brew just like gets me really caffeinated, but like it feels good, but I also have a little bit of anxiety right now. Let's take a break from questions for a second. I need to tell you guys the story of something that happened. This morning has been a lot. I'm experiencing hate on the internet for the first time, like ever. Honestly, first of all, very grateful that I've never experienced hate before this point. You guys have been such an amazing community. I feel like I'm just so loved and you guys are just so amazing. I love answering your comments and your questions. Like I love you guys so much. I'm just so grateful. I posted a TikTok yesterday. I just said like, if you take workout classes, please just don't go on your phone, because, and I explained the story that happened. So there was just a woman who was, you know, on her phone 2 inches away from her face, not doing the movement. And my studio is a no phone zone. We have a no phone policy, and I normally don't enforce those rules because in North Scottsdale people are pretty uppity and snippety, and I just don't like having confrontation. It's really hard for me to confront people, but people have just been on their phones a ridiculous amount recently, and it's been disrespectful to me, honestly. Like if you're sitting there not doing the movement and you're paying to be there, it's like other people want that spot too, you know? So I politely crouched down to her during class and I said, hey, would you mind putting the phone away for now? And she just looked at me and just blew up. She was like, you don't know my life. I'm a mother. Do you have kids? Do you know what it's like? And I was just so taken aback. I got up, I just said, okay, and I walked away and kept teaching. Like I was really phased because I've never just been like yelled at like that while I was teaching and just disrespected like that. And then we talked after class and she just like was staring at me dead on in the eyes and just said like, you were so rude. You were so disrespectful. I cannot believe that you did that to me during class. Like I'm a mother. I need to be on my phone 24/7. I cannot take a class without being on my phone, and you don't know my life. And oh, it was a whole thing. I just did not expect her to blow up like that. Ever since my studio manager told us to enforce the no phone policy, I've only told 3 people to get off their phones. 2 of the 3 yelled at me and were really mean. One of them was really nice about it and just put her phone away. Anyway, it was a big thing. I made a TikTok about it, just saying like, explain the story, like please just don't go on your phones. Overnight it's at 45,000 views and I have like 400 comments, and I think it's growing at this point, and I haven't had a video blow up like this in a long time, so it's overwhelming. Over half the comments are hate comments of people saying that she's right and that she should be entitled to use her phone during class. Let me know. I'm gonna spark a big debate in the comments section here, but let me know what you think, if it's fair to take up the spot of someone else who maybe wants to get their workout in, even if you're paying for the class, if it's fair for you to sit there on your phone. Just trying to not like take it to heart and know that people have their own issues, and I'm trying not to like take it too seriously. Okay, I have a lot of questions about like calorie intake and how I get protein in and like how to not overeat and stuff like that. So a little backstory, I have a lot of people who follow me because I had a former eating disorder, and so a lot of girls resonate with that, how I used to struggle with food, but now I've gotten to a place where I don't struggle with food anymore. I don't have the food guilt, and I just eat an amount of calories that make me feel good and satisfied. And a couple things. So number 1, I don't track. Some girls ask me like, what's my calorie intake and stuff like that. I don't track, so I don't know. And honestly, I prefer living that way. I don't think it's fun to live life when you're constantly thinking about your calorie intake and tracking and worrying about eating too much and feeling like you don't have calories left. And I've done the whole MyFitnessPal thing like years and years ago, and like my life was horrible when I was doing that. So how to not overeat is eating enough protein. And how do I get enough protein in? My favorite sources of protein are in the morning. I'm a big sweet breakfast person, so I love oatmeal, I love yogurt bowls. I've been super into yogurt recently. I'm a big protein powder person, honestly. Like I know some people feel like they need to have it all from Whole Foods and whatever, and like obviously I've tried to get mostly from Whole Foods, but I love protein powder. And I had another question asking what my favorite protein powder was. My favorite protein powder tasting is Ritual, but it's really expensive. So I have a little hack for you guys that I figured out. There's this website called True Nutrition, and again, not sponsored at all. I found it the other day, and you go on their website and you can create your own protein powder. Like, you get to build it yourself. And I literally looked up Ritual, looked at the ingredients, and then recreated Ritual myself with their product, and it tasted very similar. Has more of like a maple syrup taste, which honestly I love. So it's really good for like pancakes and stuff like that. I use vegan protein for like certain recipes like pancakes and yogurt bowls and smoothies and stuff like that. And I use unflavored whey protein isolate. I have that every day. If you guys know, I have my cauliflower ice cream every single night. It's very controversial. I honestly get a lot of hate for that too on my videos, but I don't care because I love it. Whey protein is necessary for cauliflower ice cream because it fluffs it up and kind of gives it that milk taste and gives it the texture that you need. I only use the whey protein just for cauliflower ice cream. It's a lot more simple than you think. It's just focusing on whole balanced meals, like trying to be mindful, like where's my protein, where's my carbs, where's my fats. Once you start just incorporating all those things for a balanced meal, you feel the difference. You feel so much better. Just focusing on how you feel rather than how you look is a huge thing in healing your relationship with food and feeling satiated and full. Like, just trying to think of the bigger picture and realizing that you're a lot more than just your looks, and that even high calorie things have nutrients in them. I have another question saying, like, do you focus more on calories or the quality of the food you're getting? And 100% the quality. Like, walnuts, for example, are high calorie, but like amazing for you. Same with macadamia nuts, or like olive oil is amazing for you. I take it every single day. And like, there's so many things like that where it's like they're high calorie, yes, but they're really healthy for you. I just kind of do it in moderation, you know? Like, I'm just mindful of how much I'm consuming. Honestly, if you look back at my old YouTube videos, my face was really puffy. I was like, whoa, I feel like I don't even recognize myself. I am mindful of the calories I eat. I'm not gonna lie. Like, I don't just like, you know, eat whatever I want. Like, I'm mindful of it, but like, I just try and like, I switch it up every day. Like, some days I'll have chia seeds, some days I won't, some days I'll have walnuts, some days I won't. Like, I kind of just like base it on what I'm feeling that day, and like I just get a variety of nutrients every day, and I'm just mindful. I guess that's really my best way to put it. Honestly, I love this question. What does your ideal day from sunrise to sunset look like? That's such like a wholesome question. I honestly really love that. My ideal day from sunrise to sunset. First of all, seeing the sunrise and sunset, because it's great for your circadian rhythm. Recently, I have been in such an outdoor walk kick. I used to be an incline walking girl. You guys even seen my YouTube videos. I would go to the gym, I'd incline walk, put on my little ankle weights and whatever, incline walk for 30 minutes. I just like going for a walk outside because you want to get the sun in, like especially now it's spring, the sun's shining first thing in the morning. Like, oh my god, it's just the highlight of my day. I love it. So let's see. Sunrise, I wake up, I go do my regular little routine: electrolytes, Paleo Valley bone broth, coconut cult, my seed, symbiotic. That little trio has made me feel really good recently. And then I'll go work out. First, I'll go for my walk outside, either listening to like a podcast or something. I really like, let's see, I love Gracie Norton. She's one of my favorite podcasters. I love Pursuit of Wellness. I really like, that was another question I have actually, like who are some of my favorite creators. I'll get into some of my favorite YouTubers and stuff in a little bit, but Beyond the Mat with Bryony Deary, I don't want to say her name. Mel Robbins, duh, obviously. Well, with Ariel Laurie. I listen to a lot of wellness stuff, obviously, you guys. Come home, make my breakfast. Recently it's been like a yogurt bowl. I made some homemade granola yesterday, some berries, maybe a coffee or a matcha or something. Recently I've been loving to play pickleball. I'm actually playing pickleball later today with some of my friends, but I've been loving to play pickleball. Oh, I forgot to say, for my workout, after I go for a walk, I would love to take like a Pilates class or something. I've been loving Legree. Then come home and have my breakfast. Yeah, and then maybe play pickleball or tennis or something. I've been really missing tennis because I played in high school. I've been wanting to play tennis a lot recently. Maybe go to a coffee shop, get another matcha, and like just read my book. Honestly, like I feel like I've been really icked out by phones and social media recently. Ever since the whole thing with my Pilates studio, I have not wanted to be on my phone recently. I'm like, I refuse to be a phone addict like all these people in my comments. So I've been really liking to read. I'm reading, well, the series, A Court of Thorns and Roses. I forget what the book I'm on is right now, but I'm on the 3rd book right now. I love this series. Honestly, it's so good. Read, maybe go for another walk outside, be in the sun, come home, and then make dinner at night, cook something really fun. Like Evan and I had a little burgers and wine night the other night, and we had like non-alcoholic wine, and I made burgers, and that was so good. And then obviously cauliflower ice cream, or even getting gelato. Gelato is like my favorite dessert ever. Like if I'm gonna go out and get a dessert, I'm getting gelato. And I feel like then just like maybe cozying down, watching a movie or something, going to bed early. That's like my ideal day. Question of who my favorite creators. So I told you guys my favorite podcasters. For YouTube, I think we all know I'm obsessed with Sana Flute. She's my favorite. I feel like I get everything I know from her. I really like Kelty O'Connor. She has some like knowledgeable stuff. Who else? I love Sydney Schiffer. She's been like a recent find recently. She's so sweet, and like I love how she edits her videos. Elena Tabor, she's really good. She does like a lot of traveling stuff, just kind of like I get inspired by because I really want to travel in the future. Monet Zamora, she's great. I like Vida Sidorkina. I don't know how to say her name. She's like a mom, and she's so sweet. Like there's lots of health and wellness stuff. Brynlee Joyner, I love her. She's so sweet. And then lastly, Sydney Serena. I love watching my vlogs, you guys. I understand sometimes I feel kind of guilty. I'm like, why can't I just like sit and just be alone with my thoughts? But like having someone just talking to you and like making you feel like you have a friend feels really nice. It's nice just like not feeling alone, honestly. Like I don't think it's a bad thing to watch vlogs. I'm such a vlog girl. I literally like so bad, but I have little stickies on my phone. I'll just prop my phone up on my shower wall. Like shower is, I don't know if that's bad or not, but it's just like a vibey little morning for me. I'll have a vlog playing while I do my makeup. Like, and I know what it is. I just really love vlogs all the time. We're almost to the end. My makeup is like done. I have a couple questions about period stuff. I've been diagnosed with PCOS. I don't know if like in my opinion, I feel like I'm not sure if it's PCOS, but my doctors have said that it's PCOS. So it's like hard to know. I just kind of feel like I don't really have a doctor that is really advocating for me right now. I'm in between doctors trying to find a new one at the moment, but I've been diagnosed with PCOS, and I have an ovarian cyst on my left ovaries. It's been there for like over a year and a half probably at this point. I'm hoping to get it surgically removed. I don't know, we'll see. How do I deal with it, and did I have to gain weight to get my period back? After coming off of birth control about 2 years ago, I didn't have a period for 15 months, which was obviously a long time. I did a progestin challenge, and I took Prometrium for about 10 days, and the next month I got my period back for the first time. And then ever since then I've had a period every 2 months. So I've not had a regular cycle yet, but it's pretty regularly every 2 months. It's really bizarre. But I did gain weight actually when I first got my period back. I was really diving deep into the period recovery process, and I listened to so many period recovery podcasts and stuff like that, and that was kind of all I could think about. And so I definitely was eating a lot more than I'm eating now, which is not a bad thing. I think that was a necessary time in my life just to kind of like understand what makes my body feel good and what I need. Like I've gone through a lot of phases, you guys, like a ridiculous amount of phases. I didn't gain a lot of weight. I just felt a little more puffy and stuff like that, but I really chilled out my workouts. I didn't stop working out completely. I just wasn't running and lifting as heavy as I was right before that point, but honestly continued with my less working out. Nothing wrong with working out. I've just felt better from it recently, so I'll lift maybe twice a week right now, sometimes 3, and I'll do Pilates, and I walk every day now, and I've been feeling really good from that schedule. But I'm at a place where I feel good now, but my cycle is still just the same irregularity. I just really try to focus on lowering inflammation in my body, so like lots of walks. Sleep is so important. I'm really minimizing alcohol, fried food, stuff like that. Like I eat at home pretty much every day. Obviously I'm not crazy about it. I'll go on vacations and have fun on the weekends and stuff like that, but I can make a video about this once I feel like I've gotten it down, but I'm honestly still struggling. So I just want to let you guys know, like, it's a long process honestly, and I recommend starting it as soon as possible. In my opinion, birth control is kind of just a band-aid. I know everyone has their own reasons to be on it, but if you're just scared of getting off of it because of maybe the acne or having to deal with your symptoms yourself, like the sooner the better, and it's not as bad as you expect. Okay, final 2 questions. I had a question of someone asking my favorite coffee at the moment, into a cold brew with a little splash of whole milk and some creamer. I really like the Forager creamer. Last question. Okay, last question is supplements and all my healthy faves. So I'm not gonna get into supplements really, just some of my favorite ones I've been taking. I just got my blood work done recently, so I'm gonna kind of see where I'm at and then kind of reevaluate the supplements that I'm taking, because I'm taking like a ridiculous amount that I don't think I need to be taking. But recently I've incorporated my seed symbiotic every morning on an empty stomach, and I've actually felt a difference. I don't normally feel differences from supplements all that much, but I've actually felt a difference from this one. In the mornings I tend to feel like a little bloated sometimes, and I feel like it really helps to combat bloating like throughout the day, and I think it's been helping with my digestion and stuff like that. So honestly, I was a little skeptical, but I highly recommend the seed symbiotic. I literally pay for it with my own money. Like, I think it's really good. What else? I've been really into coconut cult recently. I'll take like a little spoonful every morning. Again, I was skeptical about that one as well, because there's just like a TikTok hype thing, you know, but the chocolate flavor, you guys, it just feels like you're eating a little spoonful of brownie batter every morning. Like, it's the best little routine. Like, it tastes amazing. I used to think that you had to eat stuff like sauerkraut or like drink savory bone broth, or I don't know, just like eat things in the morning for your gut health that tasted horrible. But like, I've discovered that you can have things for your gut health that actually taste amazing. So the coconut cult, love. And then my Paleo Valley bone broth, I cannot tell you how addicted to that right now I am. I actually do have a discount code for that one, so I can put that in my description below. But I kid you not, I drink it every single day. I've repurchased it so many times. It's my perfect little kick of protein in the morning, because for women it's healthy to get a little teeny amount of protein in the morning before you work out, if you're not a morning breakfast person like me, or just right away. You know, I like to wait a little bit after I work out because I feel kind of heavy having food in my system when I work out. So yeah, that gives me like a little coffee ritual. I just like will drink it outside, and it's just so relaxing. It's my favorite thing ever. So those 3, those are really good for like my gut health, kind of just helping me feel reset and ready for the rest of the day. What else? Vitamin D is important. Omega-3s. I love the sports research omega-3s. I just take 2 of them every day. Omega-3s are just so important for overall brain health and function and so many systems in your body. Creatine. A lot of girls are scared of creatine. I take creatine every day. I take the Blueprint one. I take that in addition to my electrolytes. Yeah, I think that's mostly the main supplements and stuff that I would recommend. I've been taking turmeric recently, like curcumin. I think that helps with inflammation and stuff like that as well. Healthy faves. I feel like I've been over most of my healthy faves. If I'm being completely honest, one of my main healthy favorites that has honestly changed the game for me, again, wish it was sponsored, it's totally not, I spent my own money on this, is the SoulSync body app. Like, I use it for my gym workouts now because I felt just so unmotivated for the longest time, and it's given me more motivation again. And then I use it for Pilates workouts at home, and then I make so many of her recipes. Health is kind of hard to figure it all out on your own. Like, I feel like you shouldn't expect yourself to know how to do everything on your own and be able to come up with everything yourself. So that has honestly been one of the biggest game changers for me, is incorporating the SoulSync body app. I really love it. And also ClassPass is what I use for my workout classes. I'll do ClassPass kind of on the days that I don't lift or do Pilates at home or something. I've been really into heated mat Pilates and Legree. In my last video I told you guys that I'm gonna be starting a heated mat class training. My first day of training is tomorrow, and I'm so nervous. I'm hoping it goes well, but I really love heated mat Pilates and Legree at the moment. Okay, I think I'm gonna end the video here. I feel like, let me grab my coffee. I feel like I don't really have much else to talk to you guys about. So thank you so much for hanging out with me. Hopefully this was insightful or interesting in some way. If you guys have more questions for me, I'd love to answer them. I feel like I didn't get to a lot of things, so I totally could get more in depth about certain things. Yeah, I appreciate you all so much. Hope you all have a great rest of your day. Nourish your body with some good food. Give your body some love, and I appreciate you all. I'll see you in the next video.